Hello, everyone, and Happy New Year. And we are probably all very happy to bid 2020 adieu, right? And goodbye and get out. I am so happy to be here with you tonight, and I hope you're joining me live or on replay is fine too. If you had some big fancy plans, first of all, good for you. I am actually very happy if someone has some plans. Second of all, it's okay because I am going to just leave this recording right here for you. All right, let me find myself so I can see comments and make sure that, cards don't end up upside down or crooked and all that fun stuff. And I want to say hello and see who's with me here. If you are new to the Stamping Zoo, please say hello and tell me where you're from. And if you are not new to the Stamping Zoo, you can still say hello and tell me where you're from if you want to. Oh my gosh, people are jumping on. Hey, Kelly and Kathy, Leslie. It's already New Year's Day for Leslie. How is it so far, Leslie? Let us know. Hey, Anne, nice to see you. And hi, Amy. Oh my gosh, a little group already joining me. So happy to see you all. I really am. I wish I could say I had a lovely day. I'm not complaining. I shouldn't say that, but it's all a process, right? So I took the day off, and I feel like I was cheated. And because I woke up with a migraine, got up late, even though it was my day off, I was supposed to be up bright and early because I had a CT scan scheduled at the hospital. Had to go in late for that. They were very kind and let me come in. Then I proceeded to have to do one of the things that scares me the most in life. I had to drink about 50 ounces of goo that you have to do when you have CT scans and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, got that down, choked that down, came home, had some lunch, slept off the migraine, and ta-da, here I am. I thought I was going to have all day to craft, and it doesn't always go the way you want, but it's okay because now I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be able to stay up until midnight. And if I don't, I'm not going to be hating it, but all right, everyone. So again, I see you're all popping on, and I'm so happy that so many of you are available. New from Alabama. All right, Kelly, thank you for telling me that. Rhonda, I don't know if you're new, but you're from Henderson, Nevada. Very nice to have you here. Hello, Susan. Nice that you can pop on. You're not working tonight. That's great. Oh, Kathy, your internet, you never know. Right? Yes. Okay. So quick reminder, first of all, I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I will sell all of the beautiful products that I use. And if you're in the United States, I would love to have the opportunity to earn your business. We have lots of beautiful products for paper crafters and crafters galore in Stampin' Up! So if you've never had a chance to take a look, let's start off with a free offer. I will send you the catalogs for free. Just private message me your mailing address. And like I said, as long as you're in the United States, I'll send these to you. They go live to customers on January 5th. And oh my gosh, there's some good stuff in here. I cannot show you what's exactly in here. I can't show you the pages in the catalog until the 5th. So I have to put these away because I have a really bad time with that, and I want to show you everything. But rest assured, I can show you the products that I have. So, and I also want to give you a shout out. I don't know, this is a Hail Mary, but I think maybe we can do it, right? So 5 more hours until midnight. And I am less than $100 away from meeting my quarterly zoo goal that I've told you about. If I meet that goal, excuse me, I'm going to do a drawing for everyone who's purchased something from me since October, so October through December, and the winner of that will receive a mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Oh my gosh! So I hope we get there, but we'll just see. We'll just see, and if not, I'm still so grateful to my customers. Thank you so much for, just all of your support this year, because it's been a year, hasn't it? Just a little recap. I did go on last night, unannounced, well, basically unannounced, because wasn't even really sure I was going on until I pressed the button. And so anyway, I just want you to know that last night we worked with this beautiful Celebration set, A Touch of Ink. This is free. You may earn it with $100 purchase. And so we made these. And then we also played with some of the beautiful DSP, that's Designer Series paper, from the new catalog as well. And brought in some older products and stamped and colored and embossed and laughed. So if you haven't watched it, give it a try. And furthermore, if you would like my page, I love that. And then you won't miss any of my lives, should they be scheduled or not. They're not always scheduled. Sometimes I'm just feeling it. You know, I'm working with something, it's so fun, and then I think, all right, I'm just going to take this live. So, all right, tonight, let me tell you, we're going to work with some other beautiful products. First of all, isn't this fun paper? It makes me smile, makes me think of spring and summer, of course. Oh, and I hope that this spring and summer is going to be fantastic. Yes, I can't wait. I was telling a friend, and I've probably told you guys before this, that I think by that time I'm going to be scheduling my friends, and it will be like, I think I can get you in next Tuesday for an hour and a half. So I'm hoping, right? I'm hoping that's my social calendar. I'm hoping to get to see all of you stampers. Okay, this is all of the paper in this Designer Series paper pack that will be, again, available to customers on the 5th. What I have here is also something that I'm offering as a product that you might like to have, and that is for 8 of the Designer Series papers in the catalog, as well as 3 Designer Series papers in the Celebration flyer. I'm offering these paper sampler kits. So for $17.50, you get all of these little colored circles, and you get rectangles of all of the paper to make these sampler kits for you. And they're a tool for business or for just a home stamp or whatever, when you're making your own cards. I grab them first, regardless of whether I'm making something for my business or not. And it's because it just grounds me. I have a quick in one look or in one document, I have the item number, should I need more of the paper. I have all of the colors, and I just go from there. And then if I need another reminder about the colors, there it is. And wow, this paper has a lot of colors. So I think that if you're just looking at the papers, it can be a little overwhelming. But if you can have it organized, and then further, if you can have these little circles punched out for you, and yes, I did punch out every one of these circles. I punched out about 1,000 circles. And side note, that's just a testament to our punches. This is already an older retired punch, and this punch lasted longer than my thumb. I'll just tell you that. My thumb's still recuperating, but the punch is ready to go. So I would love to make a kit for you. You can find the link on last night's live, or over on my email, or you know what, you can just send me a message and I'll send you the link. Again, it's $17.50 in the United States. And if you are in Canada, you can purchase these very same things from Jen Houston at the Artsy Fartsy Gallery. So anyway, that's a great starting point because this paper is gorgeous. So here's the way. First of all, let me show you the 3 things we're going to be working with, featuring Sweet Strawberry, Berry Blessings, and then this punch. Look at this. This is always a little bit easier if you see this. So this punch, first of all, this punch and the Sweet Strawberry are going to be selling as a bundle. A little over $32, okay, in the mini catalog. You get all of these sentiments, all of these images. I love this. And this is 2-step stamping. So just like last night, it has images that outline and images that color, okay? So you also get this punch, and the punch specifically punches out this one, and this one. So you can add some dimension to your projects, and or you can not use the stamps and just make some other items with them. You know, it's always fun to turn these, turn these upside down and stuff, and think about what you could make that is just some punch art, but doesn't have anything to do with the berry. So I can't wait to hear what you come up with. Now, in addition, if you purchase $100, remember I told you we're having the celebration, and if you purchase $100, so for every $50 or $100, you can choose something in here. There are sets that you can earn with $50 and sets that you can earn with $100. This is one of the $100 sets, but man, is it a bargain. You get a package of this paper and this Berry Blessing stamp set. So for a $100 purchase, this is what you get. And so you can't buy this paper. You have to earn it. Oh, but the good thing is you earn it for free, right? After you buy stuff that you wanted anyway. So I just want you to keep that in mind. You purchase this, $33. You earn this, $100 with a $100 purchase, okay? All right, and that is through January and February. So now that I have all of that kind of explained, feel free to ask questions, but I've got a ton of these things put up on blocks again, just like last night, right? There were a ton of stamps last night, and of course there are just as many tonight. 1,000 circles. Yes, Kathy. I am kind of a one-stop shop, but Stampin' Up! Is a one-stop shop. I'm happy to be a demonstrator that gets to share all of that with people. And one thing about it is I like to treat my customers as specially as I can. And also, in these days of very strange postal service, they're doing the best they can. I'm not hating on them, but I'm a good resource to have because I can find out where packages are. I can track things for you. I can let you know, the status of orders, and I can let you know about inventory status and things like that. So again, just if you are shopping for a demonstrator, I'd love to be yours. Okay, with that, lots of good friends, even more friends jumping on. I've got Kathy Sheely. I have Carla. Hi, Carla. I have a Roz. Hello, Roz. Yes, it is such happy colors. Hello, Denise. It's a fun prize, right, Denise? Mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I've got to sell $100 in the next 5 hours. And I'm not saying it can't be done because it happens usually every time. When you push for a goal, it just seems to kind of just keep working. But not all the time. That's what happens with goals, right? But I'm going to say it's going to happen tonight because hope is in the air in general. All right, you can see me warming up the blending brush. So this is a little stained. I've been using the dark Misty Moonlight with this several times over in my Charmed card class for January. We use these. And if you were part of that, most people received this in their kit. So anyway, we're going to use it tonight because I am a new convert to ink blending. Now that we have the blending brushes, I absolutely love them. They are so handy. I want to just take a minute and get a feel for it with these colors because I'm going to do a few cards. The plan is going to do a few cards with white backgrounds and then just a hint of color and see if we can have these things pop out. So I should probably put this down. It would be more stable. And you just kind of ink it up a little bit. And then just kind of get a feel for how dark or how light that's going to go on. See how it immediately, almost here, there's a little bit of a brush stroke. But you can get such an even blending with it right away. If you want a heavier color, you just kind of put your finger there. Kind of rest your finger and if you want, just as you're shading it out, take your finger off and let the brush just kind of flex like it's meant to do, right? So these are individual bristles. I think I can do this right now. These are individual bristles. So it's not a sponge. It's like just little, I don't know, plastic bristles of some sort. It's fabulous though. I love them. So you can order those again from the mini catalog. Starting on the 5th, you get 3 of them for $12. You can't beat that with a stick. That's an official, and that's an official statement from the Stampin' Zoo. You can't beat that with a stick. It's good stuff. So please, when you are ordering, keep these in mind, right? Add them to any order, because you're going to want to make some orders in January and February, because you earn free things. We love free things. It's also a wonderful time to just say, I love this stuff so much, I'm going to sign up for the discount shopping deal. And if you want to do that, I would love to talk with you about it. So fun. There's too much to, we're going to concentrate on berries tonight. There's too much to talk about right now about that, but I'm happy to speak with you about it. You can even call me on the phone, 208-830-6328. Operator's not standing by right now, though, because there's only one of us, and the phone's being used for this video. So you have to wait a little bit, but once I'm off the video, feel free to call me. I'm up. All right, here's a little scrap of white, and I thought what I'd do is, I already have a few of these little, I was playing, right? You have to start by just playing. I have a few of these little strawberries cut out, and their stems. Now there we go. This one has a little bit of yellow in the background. This one has more yellow in the background. And this one is just Flirty Flamingo and Poppy Parade. So the paper, you can do these in real red too, but actually there's not real red in the paper. So I was just trying to take my cues from the paper. Doesn't that look fun? One of the pieces of paper in particular reminds us in a very good way that strawberries are lots of different colors. And also, this is a little artistic and a little realistic, right? So, just a minute here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Of course, I can't grab that paper because that would be too easy. It's this paper. There we go. I've already kind of cut it in half. Lots of different colors. There's some yellow, there's some red. This has been just watercolored. You can tell it's beautiful. And so they have different colors for the berries, or these raspberries are probably, no shock, rich razzleberry, but at different intensities, right? These are Pacific Point and what are my other colors? Night of Navy. I think that's it. Pacific Point and Night of Navy, but they make beautiful. It's even a little green because, of course, berries start out green. So anyway, I was playing with the strawberries and I was trying to think of all the different ways to kind of color them with the fun colors in the paper. Hello, Debbie, and thank you for sharing. You're always so good about sharing. And please, friends, if you would please share this video, I appreciate it so much, and it helps the Stampin' Zoo keep bringing videos to you. Sometimes they're fantastic, sometimes they're a little wild, aren't they? But we always have fun. That is almost a guarantee. I've been coming to you for over 2 years now, maybe 2.5 years. I don't know. But it's been really the time of my life. It's been so fun. Okay, I've got some coveted Whisper White cut, right? Some different pieces. And I also thought later on we'd bring in some rich razzleberry, Granny Apple Green. We'll see how time goes. I also cut some vellum. I think maybe we could incorporate that. Because again, just like last night, you don't want to cover up the beautiful DSP. And there are some great sentiments in both of these sets. I told you last night I am in need of some thank you cards, and there's thank you. That was so sweet of you. Hello there, just for you. Those could be thank you cards. You always have a way of making my day. I love this. We don't have a sentiment like this, I don't believe, right now. And I think it's so kind and cute. So anyway, and of course, happy birthday, you sweet thing. Isn't that fun? Bountiful blessings. Wishing you the very best. See what they did there? Yeah, super fun. Okay, so these are good sets to have. These are going to be good little sets to have in your collection. Okay, one thing I was thinking of doing was just making a white card. This is unusual for me, right? Because I don't normally do that. It might take a couple of takes, but here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna try and do it on 3 3/4 by 5, but first, look at these. Hey, did anybody catch these in the catalog? They're called Stitched with Whimsy dies. They are bundled with the set that has the dachshunds in it, the wiener dogs. Okay, we're going to use this tonight. I'm going to show you how these work. These don't cut, they just emboss, but look at them. Oh, they are cool. So cool. So we are going to use these so I can show you how they look, because you want to know before you buy something, right? Hi, Melissa. I'm sure you're very snowy over there in Colorado. It's usually a given. Hello, Jean. So nice to see you, and thank you for sharing. You're so kind. So kind, and it was nice talking to you. Jean, I showed your card last night. So, it's not right at hand with me, but it's so cool. And a couple of the ladies were telling me that is called Iris Fold. So I learned something new. Something new I get to try with our beautiful papers. Okay, let's try this. Let's just add some green. I'm a little scared, right? But you know what? I need to remind myself, it's only paper. It's only paper. Hello, Jill, and Happy New Year to you. Oh my gosh. So right before I came on, okay, so I want to really gentle. I'm not trying to ground this or anything. I'm just trying to add a little color in the background. So when I don't put my finger on it, I get the chance to really just kind of give it a little here and there, right? Okay, so I was watching, so I will bounce back and forth, obviously, between Lifetime Stories and stamping. I think you're used to it by now. You're used to my erratic talkings. But for you newbies, that's what happens. So, long story short, I was watching a little bit of coverage from Times Square, and I'm sure you guys have seen it too. It looks surreal. So they have these, they call them pens. They have pens set up, so they're socially distanced for small groups of people. And it was my understanding that the people that were invited are first responders, which is really cool. They kind of looked like they were standing in dumpsters for a minute, but after I kind of figured it out a little bit, you could tell that they're just cordoned off, right? And I think it's a fantastic way to still, and then there are reporters and stuff here and there, but it's so interesting because not many people down there in Times Square, which is so, usually overwhelming with people. Okay, here's one thing I wanted to do. We're going to make these strawberries a little more special. I like this just as it is. In fact, that is super cute. Sometimes I tend to want to put all the things on it when really you just need to have a super cute image, right? But I had some questions last night after I embossed. And so I wanted to do some more embossing. And as I was using these stamps, I was thinking about a technique that I think we can have some fun with. So let's give it a try here. So I have our clear embossing powder, okay? I also have, this is called the Embossing Buddy. We don't sell this anymore, but it's okay because you can find this. I just sent somebody a link before I came on here, or a couple hours ago, Denise. I sent you a link for something that might be the very same one. I don't know, but it's similar. So you can buy them on Amazon, which means they're basically everywhere. It's really what we think it is just some cornstarch in a fine mesh bag. It allows us to have really clean embossing because it takes all of the oil away from the paper that might have come from our fingertips or, just static and things like that. So you will find this as an anti-static powder tool or embossing buddy. Okay. Now I have a little paintbrush. We don't sell this because basically you can buy these at the dollar store. I think this was actually a nice brush that I used to paint cookies at one time. I dabble in all sorts of arts. So anyway, it migrated like everything does from the kitchen to the crafting room. It's kind of a stiffer brush And I think it's very nice when you'll see we may need to brush a little bit of the embossing powder away. And I found this brush to be helpful because it's a pretty stiff brush, and also it's not, it doesn't have a large fingerprint, you know, it's pretty slim. I can get into a lot of tight spots with it. The other thing that we don't sell anymore is this little tray. You can use any kind of a tray though. Lots of people keep their embossing powder in their own separate plastic containers and then just keep it in there. I don't have room for all that. So here's what we're gonna do with this strawberry. It's what I was thinking about. First, let me grab my scrap again, and that punch is super cool, but I think it's always kind of smart when you're first stamping something, if you don't want to waste a bunch of paper, to kind of see roughly where this is going to fall. I'm only going to stamp out the strawberry at this time. So I need to stamp them kind of upside down, right? Biggest end down here. And then we'll go from there. So the strawberry has two components. It has a filler, and it has the seeds and the outline. I'm going to set that right there. Don't let me forget it's there. And let's do, okay, so I think I really just like the Poppy Parade with Poppy Parade inside. Denise says she got a tray cheap on Amazon, so there you go. I mean, you know, I hate when I have to send you somewhere else, but Stampin' Up! Sells thousands of items, but they can't possibly sell everything, right? Oops, what did I say? Upside down. Oh, look at that. That's why I probably shouldn't hold that in my hand. I'd like to say I did that as an illustration for you, but I did not. Oh, brother. It's always a red or a blue. It'll be gone before the night's over. All right, sit this down on the table and don't be a doofus like your stamping teacher. I'm going to do a couple here. I want one at full strength. I want one at second generation strength. Right away, you can see, like, look at this. It has so much dimension. This technology is called Distinctive Stamps. And you can read more about it in the catalogs and stuff, but it's a proprietary type imaging from Stampin' Up! And it's really cool. It gives you lots of dimension with just a single stamping. So it's pretty fantastic. It's one of the things that makes our stamps over the top, incredibly great. Okay, now I'm going to take this, and normally I would, you know, stamp the outline with the darker color or something, but here's where I'm going to do the embossing. Okay, so, and this could also be a nose, couldn't it? I immediately see like a nose for punch art or something. So, all right, now we're going to do some embossing. So first we need our embossing buddy. Yeah, and cheap coffee filters. You know what? And maybe sometimes I think they work better because this can even get some static too. So that sometimes I give it a little touch of the embossing buddy. Okay. Now I'm going to, instead of using a colored ink, I'm going to use the Versamark. We used it last night. Gave you a couple different ways to use it, but now we're going to use it strictly for the embossing. This is going to be subtle embossing, first of all, because it's going to be clear, but it's going to provide just a little bit of texture and shine to our image. Now I need to come in pretty close, so sorry if you're seeing my hair, but I'm going to, that was a little off. Kind of okay, but looks a little bit further off. That one's better. That's why we do two, right? It's cheap. It's cheap and easier than redoing one. I'm just going to emboss this one because the other one's not going to fit in the punch. I can tell you right now. I will cut some of it off. And let me give it a little more. Let's see. Well, this might end up being really subtle, but this is how we learn, right? You just have to try it. We're going to turn on the heat tool. Bikini top? What? you talking about, Roz? Okay, now you can see. Just kind of brought it to life a tiny bit. See that? This one's the one that I didn't end up adding powder to because it was too far off. That's kind of fun. I might like to do it in real red and just see how it's going to look. I think it'll be really fun. The way it's dimensional, it really softens the color, doesn't it? But I like that. So let's just go for it and try a real red strawberry too. I'm going to kind of put this over on this side. And again, I'm going to take my, hello, Tony. Happy New Year. Nice to see you. Happy New Year's Eve, right? 2 strawberries side by side. Draw the lines for straps. Oh, I see. Hilarious. That's great. Oh my gosh, that's funny. You could put it on the teddy bear from the Very Comforting. It might be a little big. Ooh, look at that. I love that. Let's do one with second generation. Now that's the kind of berry that you want to just chomp into, isn't it? I love the one that's first generation. It's so beautiful. Okay, let's take this again. I think I can do a little bit better job with lining it up. I'll have to bring it towards me, but first, where's my embossing buddy to run off a little bit there. Make sure that's dry and static resistant, ready for me. A little Versamark, right? Our watermark ink. Okay, I'm gonna bring this towards me for a minute. I'm sorry if it's off screen. But since these are photopolymer stamps, I can see where I need to put this perfectly. Okay, let's try the red one. Ooh, that's gonna be pretty. Okay, one more go. You want to heat your gun up before you add it to the paper. And then you have less chance of working your paper. Oh, that's pretty. That's a pretty one. I like that too. Look at that. These look so strange just as like the berry part, don't they? Like you said, Roz, looks like a bikini top. Looks like a lot of things other than a strawberry. Okay, so now let's punch our embossed ones out. And there's a lot of paper for this to get through, so I noticed that it takes some strength. So you got to bring in, stamping's not for babies, okay? You got to bring your strength. Oh, I can't help but like that. It just looks like a really ripe berry. You can make these any color you want because it's art, right? It's arts and crafts. You can make pink, green, brown, gray, whatever you want. Then you could use these pieces too for, we're going to save those. We might want them on our white card, huh? Okay, so there's our little berries with clear embossing. Again, subtle, but you definitely notice it against simple colors. Okay, so let me bring back in, where's our little green paper? I like it, I like it. And now we can start to kind of look at, I want to do 2 berries and a sentiment. That's it. I have my little pieces and parts here, but I'm thinking about something fun we can do is we can glue these to the backs and make them a little more substantial so that when I put them on dimensionals, they'll have more body to them. They will last better in the mail for sure. And so we're going to do that. And guess what, everyone? I found my second Take Your Pick tool. There it was, sitting in my drawer. Sitting in the drawer where it was supposed to be. Lori, no doubt, to a happier, healthy, and prosperous new year. Yes, I love the cards that people are making now that have our darling donkey, which is also a celebration set. They have our darling donkey kicking the 0 in 2020 out the door. Truer sentiments. Oh, I think it's perfect. Oh, that's the wrong side, Lisa. Come on. Let me see. I need to punch out another one. I like that idea so much. Yes, 2020. It sounds like it'd be a lucky year, and yet not so much. In fact, some of the news stations and other things are running, like, you know, at this time of year, there's always that recap. I refuse to watch one. There's no need to watch a recap of this year. Lessons to be learned, to be sure. No need to watch the video recap for me. Not right now. It's too fresh. Okay. I'd rather just stamp with you. You need to make a take your pick toolbox. Oh. Well, maybe I do, Megan. It sounds intriguing. Megan, how's the new year so far? I know you're already there, so. How's it going, girl? Tell me. I hope it's great. When are vaccinations going to start in Australia? Do you have a time frame of that yet? I haven't seen anything, so maybe you're already doing them. I don't know if you've had them approved or what's going on there. Okay, so now we have our cute little stems, and again, all I did was just glue them to plain cutouts of the stems so that they'd be a little more they'd have a little more body to them. I really could do that with this too, but it's a bigger image and they're going to be glued together, so I think they're going to be fine on their own. You could also stamp several and separate them or put them together and stack them up, and that creates a different look as well. So just going to put a little bit of glue here. I am using our silicone mat. I gave this away as a freebie with a minimum order last month. I think it's a fantastic thing, and I think you should buy some because you definitely need one for yourself, but then they mail really easily, and we're looking for things that can mail easily nowadays, right? So it's just a good little gift to have on hand. And not a lot of, it seems like when I give those away to people who stamp a little bit, they usually don't have one already. And I would love the video. Thank you, Megan. I would love it. But yeah, so think about keeping a few of those in your stash because they're super cool. Okay, we may need the mini dimensionals, but we're going to use the regular size for sure for this strawberry. So I'm going to have 2 strawberries and a sentiment. That's my like grouping of 3. Not that you need to adhere to that. That's just time and time again. That's what the eye likes. That's what my eye likes. So now I'm just popping these up and then I'll know where to put everything else. This is like super simple. Oh, you know what? But one thing I want to do before I put these pieces on here, I want to have a little more fun with Granny Apple Green. And I'm going to bring in, first of all, I need my craft box. You may know this as a paper pumpkin box, but it's another crafting tool. So make sure you save at least one for this. And this is when you're working in a small space like I am, and you want to splatter things, you just put it in there. Or if you want to spritz it with paint or flick it with Wink of Stella, all that stuff can be done really easily in here without getting it all over your keyboard. Ask me how I know. Because of course I've tried it the other way as well. Didn't work out so great. Okay, so I just want a little bit of spritz, right? A little spritzy. Okay, and I think since I was speaking of Wink of Stella, where did she go? She was right here with me. Oh, there she is. Just a minute. Are they seedless strawberries? No, these have seeds. They could be seedless until you put the upper part on them, and then they have seeds. Okay, let's see here. You can do the same thing with your Wink of Stella. Sometimes you have to kind of push a little bit into the barrel. You do that by pushing this. Don't do this willy-nilly because it'll give you a lot of glitter down in the barrel. But, oh, see, that's okay. All right, now that it's kind of down in the barrel, I'm just doing the same thing. And I'm getting splatters of glitter. Ooh, yeah. Some of them are, now that it's working down in the barrel, they're getting bigger. Oh my gosh. I love this. Okay. Simple white card, right? But not so. Oh gosh. That's the fun of it though. We have so many beautiful things. This is in the annual catalog. You always need one. What a really cool gift is, I think, for a stamper are these two things. Love it. Absolutely, Amy. That sounds great. I need help too. Hey, I am also on YouTube, and so I will tell you to please pop on over there sometimes. Give me a like and a subscribe. And it's always a handy way to find my downloaded videos. And sometimes I have just exclusive videos for YouTube. So that would be awesome. Okay, so now that I've zhuzhed up the paper, right? I'm going to put those down. And then where is my glue? Here it is in the holder, just like it's supposed to be. I want to, actually I'm going to put, no, I don't need that. I'm just going to put dimensionals on them. Minis though, up towards the top, because the bottom is going to be over the strawberry. Okay, so I may even have to cut these in half. I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah. We're going to cut a mini in half, if you can believe it. Yes. All right. It can be done with the take your pick tool, right? So Megan, you are someone who has a new little someone in your life, little four-legged someone. How is that going? How is Frankie doing as a big brother? Is everything going well? Frankie LaCornu is a little dachshund, and he sent the kids one time. He sent my kids a huge llama. It was so cool. They were out of their minds and still love it, by the way. So they have a friend overseas. Not surprising. Those dogs they get around. They know all sorts of people. They probably know people I don't know because they do go with the dog walker. So I wonder sometimes, I always wonder if people see me walking the dogs and think, oh, there's a dog walker, being me, because like the other person must be the owner, right? They walk so much faster. Okay. Now this is just going to slip right down over there. And this one's going to come in. The brat. Yes, the brat, Megan. Oh, I can't believe it. For a puppy? That never happens. Oh, Maria's popping on. Maria, how are you? It's so nice to see you. Oh, dang it. She's wanting the set. Maria, I have done my job. Let's see here. The other thing I wanted was the sentiment. This is going to be hard to choose. There's so many great ones. I am going to try and keep it to, I want it longer, right? I want a long strip. And so I kind of like wishing you the very best. It's so cute. Hello there's great too, but I think it might be a little shorter. Well, look at this thank you. Thank you might win out because it's just, you know, it's good. And I think I have it blocked up. You got a llama eye mask, Amy. Oh, that's so cute. They have some really cute llama stuff. You guys have sent me a lot of really cute llama stuff. And it's just really fun. I'm so appreciative. I sent llama stuff out to my team for Christmas. I happened upon these ornaments, and they were llamas, of course. And so, and they're kind of realistic looking, you know, they were like woolly. And so I brought them back, And I tied some of our beautiful ribbons around their necks because they weren't decorated. And so it was a perfect opportunity to use some of our ribbon. And I put them in our wood-mounted cases with a little decoration for each team member and sent them on their way. I thought it was like, I don't know. I hope they like them as much as I hoped they liked them. Does that make sense? There it is. Okay, let's take a look at this in a couple of colors. Of course, I do have the offcuts of when I was trimming the white. I never throw them away anyway, but now you really don't want to throw them away because we're kind of on hold for, we're changing over our white cardstock. So we're kind of on hold, or I can't speak, I'm so verklempt about it, right? We are on hold for when our new paper will be available. And so you definitely don't want to throw them away. But the reason I always use them is because they're perfectly cut already for sentiments. Don't get rid of them. Okay, this will just fit on there if I'm feeling steady-handed. I think I can do it. Seriously, he's a lot better now that he's allowed out in the big wide world. Yeah, okay, good. Frankie's starting to like him. Oh gosh, well, play fights is a good sign, right? Play fights is good. Oh gosh, that's so cute. I just love beautiful little animals. They bring so much to our life. Now we could do this in red or the pink or black for that matter. I think like I said, I'm just going to try the Granny Apple Green. I don't know, now that I'm looking at the splatter, do you guys like the splatter or would you rather I have left it off? Sometimes less is more. That's what I hear anyway. I wouldn't know. Oh gosh, isn't that pretty? It's just like a beautiful little sentiment. Now I'm gonna do what Jen calls the Lisa Harden cut, right? Sounds so fancy. Oh gosh, you're so welcome, Denise. I didn't want to talk about it, of course, until everybody got them. Poor Denise lives on the other coast from me, and I'm sure she thought I was teasing her when I told her she's getting something in the mail because it took a while, didn't it, Denise? Yes, things are really okay. Kathy, you like the splatter? Thank you for the confirmation. I was like, I don't know, maybe I went too far. But it's so fun. You can't help but do it, right? So fun. Okay, so now, since this one is up on the strawberries a little bit, that already has dimension to it. So we don't want to put more dimensionals on that side because that would make it a hot mess. But we can put dimensionals on this side to make it all the same level. It's a little bit of architecture in this, right? Yes, maybe that's why I was drawn to it so much. Okay. And then I'm really just letting this guide me, right? Because I put that on the edge. I want to show both of the strawberries. Oh, so sweet. Let's pop this up on a beautiful, let's see if I can keep it clean, a beautiful white card base. And just take in the beauty for a minute, shall we? I think it's a good idea. Now, where did my bone folder run off to? That's okay. I'm just going to take this, make sure it's clean. Oh, man. You got to watch me every second around the white. We'll switch over to another color soon. Oh, my gosh, Leslie. I was watching Sally, and is that your grand dog? I don't remember. But I was just dying. I see that so much. In fact, when I popped on, I noticed that they were doing a thing behind me, and they took off. They do this thing, of course, where they move in slow motion. I'm sure lots of you, and then they're like stalking each other, and then finally they make a move. Sometimes it takes so long. I'm like, get going already. All right, you've struck a pose. Now get going. Oh gosh, it's so cute. I love it. It could use some other things if you wanted to. I have the tulle ribbon, polka dot tulle, and I also have the crinkle seam binding ribbon out, and we'll probably use that on our next card. But this one's great. Yes? I think it's lovely. If you like it, please give me some hearts or likes. That lets me know that if I want to use this more, if I want to use this less, you know, your feedback helps me a lot. Okay, I feel like we're chatting, even though it's really me here talking to myself. Anybody standing outside of the window would think I had lost my mind, right? Oh, it's so cute. I like it. I might just leave the inside white. I don't know yet. You know, I might pop in a little something there. Let's see. What do we have that's teeny tiny that I could put on the back? I really like doing that. Let's see if I have a really small. Oh, I could do the little blossom. That might be kind of cute. All right, I'm going to fight the urge. Don't do that right now, Lisa. I know, Jill. It looks good the way it is, right? So look, you've got, just try that splattering time every once in a while. It's a great way to use your blends, and it's also a different but great way to use your Wink of Stella. And then you kind of finish off the gloss by using the clear embossing powder. And I hope that comes off on screen. It really is. It's much more subtle on camera than it is in real life, but they look like they're kind of dewy, very washed and ready to eat, right? Okay. Maybe when I take a still picture of it, it will show, the shine will show a little bit better. All right, let's take it in a different direction. Let's look at those beautiful blueberry papers and some of this DSP. Oh my gosh. I love it. It's gorgeous. So here's what I'm thinking about this. Ooh, it's so pretty. I had a couple of pieces cut so you could split the DSP, you know, and then use it this way. And that's really pretty. If we have time, we'll use the raspberries. I want to use it all. Can we just stay here for a couple of hours? Speaking of, I need to plug in the phone. Sometimes I drain the battery dry. I know it's been a good night if I come running in on fumes. There we go. Oh, sorry about the shake. So much to order. I know. Leslie, you're going to order this and the seashell suite. Oh my gosh. And get the gorgeous freebie. Yes, I think that's an excellent idea. The seashell suite. I can't wait to see what you Australians do with it. I think it's just kind of in your blood, right? I think it's gorgeous. And I may try and use it, but I really, once I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see what the Australians do with this. It's just made for the Australians, right? Not really. There are lots of coasts. But, oh, I love my Australian friends, so I think you're going to have a nice time. All right, let me grab some of the Pacific Point paper. So these are definitely, lots of these colors that were used are in the Brights family. We like the Brights. This house loves the Brights. So I can embrace that. I can get behind that. No doubt. Ooh, okay, that wasn't a good one. It looked like some of the black came off, but it was fine. Okay, this is pretty as it is. This is pretty as it is too. Maybe this is our like simple but stunning card. Oh my gosh, I love this. Ooh, okay. Let's just figure out a little bit of something to put on it. And then call it good. We could use one of these with our sentiments. Oh, maybe I like the square one. See, there's 6 different sizes. And of course, these two are sized for card fronts, probably Australian or probably both, you know, standard card sizes. But then you've got these little ones here and you can outline your sentiments. Okay, I'm liking this one because of the shape of the stamps. So, yeah, I'm liking that. Let's take a look at that. Like I said, this needs to be cut out. So it's not just, this is just embossing. Megan, your husband said that? Oh, that is so negative, right? You say, hey, it's just such cheap therapy. Okay, let's take a gander at how wide this is. Okay, if I did this 2 3/4, that would be good. Let me cut a little piece 2 3/4, okay? I'm working on it. I bet I have a scrap. Let's hope I have a scrap that I can cut. I'm getting kind of down to just really thin scraps, but we've still got one in here. Okay, 2 3/4. Okay. I don't hear any fireworks in my neighborhood yet. I can't say I'm missing that. Not that there won't be some, but there's always seems to be like a few, right? Everybody saves a little something from 4th of July. Okay, see you later, Amy. Have fun with your board games. That's cool. All right, let's run this through. Take a look so I can show you what it does. Okay. Baby trimmer. It's a perfect use for the baby trimmer right here. And let's see, let me grab those plates. Okay. I like this. I feel like I have better control when I'm using the smaller trimmer, when I'm using smaller dies. Really finding it to be helpful that way. I don't know. The big one's great. I'm never going to replace the big one because the big one is just, you know, if you die cut every day or most days, you're going to want to have the standard. But the baby is really helpful. It's not a toy. I know it's super cute and looks like a toy, but it's built just like the standard one. So you have fireworks. Oh, your dog's not happy. I know, it's kind of sad. Oh, you know what? As soon as I said that, I just heard one, and so did the dogs. They took off. They just get mad about it. They want to like go out and fight it. As opposed to my Doberman I used to have who would hide in the tub. Go figure. Okay, look at this. Isn't this fun? Can you guys see that? Such a cool little stitching. And it's just going to be so fun to add to a lot of different things already. It looks super cute with this. Kind of homespun and, you know, like about making me think about a berry cobbler and just some cute stuff. And I'm going to do some stamping that will go right over it and just, you know, stamp outside of the borders of it. But I think it'll be really cute. This is the Berry Blessings. This is the one that has the blueberries and some stems and stuff. Of course, you can use any of those, right? Blueberries and raspberries. What's going on out there, Cash? Oh my gosh, our neighbor's being naughty. Bad neighbors. Well, it's not too bad. There have been years where it's been worse. You know, I've lived in this neighborhood for 22 years probably. So, you know, you go through phases. Not everybody stays 22 years. So neighborhoods turn over. Thank goodness. We're in a pretty good situation right now. Everybody's, you know, cool. I live in a cul-de-sac of only 6 houses. So, everybody's pretty cool in here as far as I can tell. All right, now where are the blueberries? They run off too. Okay, there we go. So I know that the main green is Granny Apple Green and Garden Green. We're good with both of those. So I'm going to use both. Let me see. I think I'll probably put the berries down towards the bottom, of course. Let me see. Maybe I have to put the berries on first and then attach the stems. That might be a better idea. It's so fun with all these pieces and parts. You can assemble it however you want to, right? I kind of like doing with 2-step stamping. It seems like lots of times I will go in and do the inside part first and then come back. It just is easier to my eye to do that. But Whatever's easiest for you. There's no wrong answer. There's no wrong way to do that. Okay. So let's bring these in and let's use Pacific Point for the colored part, and then for the outline part, let's use Night of Navy. Okay, we'll get kind of our dual look there. Cash, are you gonna just come in and hang out with Mom? Yeah. Cash says, I'm not scared, but I'm just gonna hang out right here with you. No, you're not scared, are you? He's scared. But that's okay. I don't like fireworks either. Cash, it's okay. All right, just again, I'm doing that, right? That's wrong. It's wrong, Lisa. I got scared. Let me do a test. I want to do a test. I don't really want to do it on my clean paper. Ooh, it's beautiful. You're going to love it. Okay. You're going to love it. Do you love it? Isn't that pretty? I didn't like the stitching runs through it. I like it already. It's so fun. This is why, like, I don't know if anyone ever wonders, like, I can't believe she's done this for so many years. But I love this so much because I'm so thrilled when I ink up a new stamp. It's all it takes for me. That's it. Well, hello, Pam. I'm so happy to see you from North Carolina. Are you eating some black-eyed peas tonight? It's not like I'm not, but I thought about it. I'm probably going to have soup and bread after this. I don't know. Is that a good luck meal? We're going to say it is. I was going to make these yummy Thai noodles that I made on Christmas Eve, but then, of course, my day got all weirded out, and here I am. I napped when I should have been eating dinner. So, okay, now bring this in. I got to be over it. Sorry. And I just bring in the Night of Navy. They kind of jump off the page, don't they? Wow. Okay, so even this one, I kind of got it off a little bit, but that's definitely a cool look. I think it, it just, you see patterns like that all the time. So there's no wrong way to eat a Reese's. Although everybody knows you should eat the chocolate off of the outside first, right? It's just common sense. You don't just take a bite of both. You eat the outside off first, and then you eat the middle. And that is how I eat a lot of candy. One more weird thing about me, right? I just love that. Those are beautiful. Okay. Blue heart. Thank you, Kathy. So fun. Okay. Oh, this is going to be kind of weird. I don't know that I'm going to use those. Kind of like veers off, doesn't it? Oh, but this one, well, I guess I don't have to like attach them. I can just kind of put it on there. I like how it goes across the page. And then I think I'm going to come in over the top with, maybe with our sentiment. Okay, I'll give it a try. I want most of this to be Granny Apple Green. So I'm going to come in with the Granny Apple Green. And when I don't want to get this dirty, I just put it underneath the graph paper. When I'm thinking about it, when I can be bothered, right? When I can't be bothered, I just hit the paper piercing mat. I know, Kathy. That in itself. They're so cool. How does Stampin' Up! Do this? I have no idea, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad they do. It brings me joy. Now, I am not like tying in to any particular, these aren't going to be like berries on the vine. They're just going to be berries and leaves. There's our Granny Apple Green, and let me bring in the Garden Green, which I didn't really find that I liked very much until the last annual catalog, and then it started making itself known. It was like, hey, don't ignore me. I'm cute. And I was like, all right, I think you are. Okay, again, you want to hover, right? Hover over this. Kind of like you're attaching labels to your cling stamps. I like to check the point and the stem. So the high point and the low point. Make sure they're, where they're supposed to be. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Aren't these fun? Isn't it fun to play with berry stamps in the, well, except Southern Hemisphere people, in the winter? It's ludicrous. It's crazy, but it just might work. So these products, well, just the blueberries and the DSP are only available during Celebration, which is January to February, or while supplies last. Okay, so if you want the paper, you're going to get the blueberry stamps as well. You definitely want to place that qualifying order close to the 5th. As close to the 5th or after as you can, right? You want to do that. Okay, so let's take a look then. Let's see what we got. Oh gosh, looks just like the paper. It's so pretty. Okay, now let's think about a clever way to bring our sentiment in. Probably going to bring it in on colored paper. I wonder if there's one that I can emboss. I don't know. Let's check it out. Sometimes with little curvy images, it's difficult to emboss. But let's take a look and see if we've got a contender. Well, the thank you might work. I know we just used it, but the thank you, you know, these little words are sometimes, even if you're very careful, it just kind of bleeds into one another. I'm going to try the thank you. Now, what color? I kind of want to do like black, but do we want black? Do we want silver, gold, copper? No, I can tell already I don't want those. I kind of want black. We'll try it. We're going to try it on a sentiment strip again. See if it works. Oh, no, I don't want it on white. I want it on Pacific Point. Yes. Oh, Leslie, such a cute. You guys have the cutest little emojis you're bringing up. I love it. Thank you. It lets me know you're here, even though I'm just hearing silence. Okay, let's take a look at this. Oh, no, no, no. I said Pacific Point, not black. Oh, goodness. I need an assistant. Can somebody please come over here and help me? Help! Okay, I'm just going to cut a 1/2-inch strip. I believe that's what I had the last time, and it just fits. I'm going to go a little bit further than that, too. I'm going to go between 1/2 and 1/4. And, yeah, I think that's a little bit better. Especially if I'm going to try and emboss this thing. Who do I think I am, anyway? Houdini card maker or something? Well, we're going to give it a try. Yeah. Okay. Or it could be up above it. We'll see. Okay. Now this is the clear, so I'm going to put most of the clear away. And then I tap this little tray on top of my trash can. And that gets rid of any of the, well, most of the residual anything that might be in there. It doesn't really matter so much with clear, right? I thought I was embossing the sentiment on white. I don't know. Should I? I thought it was too much white. Let's see here. You guys discuss. Well, you discuss that and tell me what I should do while I'm looking for my black embossing powder. Let's see. There it is. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Let's just try it. Let's try it on Pacific Point, and then we'll know if we like it or not. If not, I know where I can get some white. Okay. Once again, I'm gonna use the thank you. See, I told you I'm on the thank you train, right? I need some thank you cards. Early espresso. because the blueberry bushes have twigs. Oh. Okay, I could do that, but do you want to use that as, obviously you want to use that as the cardstock. Early Espresso as the cardstock. Tell me that while I ink this one up. Or while I, oh, I thought it was glittery. It's so beautiful. I don't think I've used the black in a while. It's so pretty. I am mesmerized. There it is. First mark. Like you can tell the sides are closing in on me now. They're closing in. Yes, they are. That's okay. Okay. Bringing the head in. It's one of those videos. Beautiful. Okay. Let's try this. Sentiments can also go inside too. I don't mean to make you think that everything has to be on the outside. And I do them as well. I do like to stamp inside stuff, you know that. So, okay, I'm going to move this right now. You do not want to use your heat gun over your embossing powder that's opened. Some of it will blow away and the rest of it will melt. And it is just not a good ending to that story. Looks gorge. Looks very pretty, I have to say. I do like that. Let's let that dry for a minute. I'm going to bring in some of the ribbon as well. So this is going to be popped up on dimensionals, so we can run a little bit of ribbon back behind it. Let's decide if we're going to use the crinkled seam binding ribbon or the polka dot tulle ribbon. I don't think we can go wrong with either one. This one I thought looked cute. It, you know, has round polka dots, obviously, so we're dealing with lots of round stamps, in particular on this one. Oh, I just think that's airy and pretty, so that kind of caught my eye right away. Now this, I'm just going to go ahead and cut it and tie it. Last night, as you know, I was cutting separate bows, and I like to do that a lot. But this particular ribbon is really easy to just gather and tie at the same time. So that we shall do. It makes me want some blueberries. It's a very good thing that we can buy frozen blueberries, and they're very good, aren't they? We're very lucky in a lot of ways. Okay, for right now, I kind of just want that as a placeholder. Well, I was going to tie this after, but no, I changed my mind. I'm going to tie it now. So this is a very airy ribbon that can be mailed really successfully, and it's just, it crushes down into the envelope, but then it pops back to life. You know, it is a tool. So you can pull it out of shape really easily. So be careful with it. Okay, and this, I want to kind of, before I adhere this, I want to know where the ends need to be, right? I want it up a little further. Oh, look, this is the back. It's such a hard choice. Dang it, so beautiful. All right, well, next time I'll use I'll use the back side. Okay, that looks great. Great for me. So again, this is really easy to make sure it's straight, right? Because you have this linear pattern on the back. And you can fudge it a little when you get to the other side too. Since I've got that ribbon on the other side, I am just going to use my liquid tonight. Give me a few few seconds to make sure I set this in the right place. Man, I love some Pacific Point. That is just beautiful. Now I could have definitely tied the black in this more if I would use a really thin matte back behind this of black. It's not necessary, but that would gild the lily, right? We could do that also. Sometimes I just like it when my DSP just flows into the body of the card. I know, Denise, it's a happy blue. What are your thoughts on them continuing the paper for purchase later? Oh, I hope so. I don't know that they'll, I mean, it all depends on inventory, right? Or you mean like bringing it in as a special order or something? That would be great. I'll let you know as soon as I hear anything, regardless. But yeah, we just don't know about that kind of stuff. Okay, already I can tell. I'm manhandling that. Let's see, where are my dimensions? Yeah, I think that changing up things and bringing in specials as regularly orderable items is a great idea. And I know they've done that in the past. I can't think of anything specific right now, but they're very open to do that. I think right now our issue, let's not call it a problem, but I think right now the issue is that things are kind of flying off the shelves. So, my advice to customers is the same as it always is. First of all, becoming a discount shopper is the best deal in the book. So you get early access to the products so that, you have an extra month to buy these things before they might go on back order. We have had some indications that some of the DSPs and some of the other products might go on back order really soon. So that's one of the reasons why I say become a discount shopper. First of all, join my team. We have a million, well, maybe not a million, but lots of different benefits for being a team member. And at the very least, you get a discount on everything you purchase, at least 20%. And you get to shop early. It's what hooked me all those many years ago. And I was a regular shopper, non-discount shopper for a long time. And I'm the first to say, that was dumb. That was just, I'm not judging anyone else, but that was just dumb, Lisa. My gosh, I could have been having so much more fun, and I would have been in with a community of stampers immediately and been going to events, and I guess I let my I don't know. I have fear of things sometimes that if I can't think them out 100 steps down the road, then I just don't do them. And that's my own thing, but don't let that be your thing, okay? Don't let that be the reason why you don't get your products at a discount. Because if nothing else, you get the discount. And if you buy the starter kit and then you don't like it, the only thing that's happened is you've gotten free product, you've tried it out, and then you just come back as a stamper, right? Because at the heart of it, we're all just stampers. I am just a stamper. I'm just somebody who loves the product. So anyway, that's a little long-winded, but I did, I like to try and mention that to people because that's a big benefit of being a discount shopper is not only do you get everything at a discount, but you get it first. Denise, you're so fun. Yes, you get it first. You want to be first. Or, first with your other friends. All right, I know this is a little bit of a waste, but I wasn't tying a proper bow, and I didn't want to make it look ugly. No, I didn't feel like it was going to do this card justice, so there, I could tweak it a little bit better when it was just individual. All right, let's bring in some glue dots for that bow. I need to put little teeny tiny away or it's going to fall. 3 orders, and I figured, no, I'm joining. I was buying too much. See, good job. Be like Leslie, okay? Be like Leslie. In fact, I mean, if you are, first of all, if you're going to place an order that is about $100, you should definitely do the special because you get the discount right away and you get all the benefits all up front, and then you can try it out. Basically, you have over 3 months the first time that you sign. You know, the first quarter is longer for you. Sometimes it's by several months. And then if you don't like it, they don't make you give the stuff back. Okay? You don't have to give it back. Oh, I decided I like that sideways. Okay. What if we decided about our black sentiment? Ooh, now I think I really like it. Now I'm going to trim this down. But now I think I'm in serious like. I want to kind of connect it to the rest of the image by bringing this under the paper. Yeah, I like that. I am going to keep the sides straight if I can, because I want to try and make it look like the square. That was over 14 years ago. Look at that. Look at Leslie. Exactly. Okay, I think that's about even. Oh, so fun. So pretty. All right, I'm going to put this down flat. Well, hi, Amy. Nice to see you. I'm glad you could pop in. There's more for you to watch earlier, but you do that at your leisure. Right? Okay, now let's just bring this over here. I don't know that I've ever laid it out like that before, and I think it's cute. Now I think I want to bring in a little bit more Stella. We're kind of on a Stella kick. Now, since I did that thing and beat it to death when I was splattering, I kind of want to test it on some paper because I don't want it to go crazy. I'm not going to do every berry. I'm going to do just like a few. Just a little sparkle here and there. Yeah. Okay. I like. Ooh, I have one other thing. Okay, I'm going to bring it in, but we don't have to use it if we don't want to. But we used them last night, and they're really, really cool. They're the black matte dots. Matte black dots. Same thing. They're matte black, and they're dots. They're self-adhesive. I'm just going to take one off and put it on here and see if we like it. No, we don't like it. See? I know. That's how you test, right? Just take your pick, slip it underneath, and if you don't like it, you just put it right back on the acetate. No harm, no foul. We have other things if we want to use them, but you know what? I like it just like this. Okay, so where'd my other card go? Oh, I know where it is. I put it away because it's white. It has to stay away from me. Okay, couple friendly reminders. Selling the paper sampler kits, $17.50 in the US. If you're in Canada, I can score you a great deal with Jen Houston at the Artsy Fartsy Gallery. All you need are adhesives and a paper trimmer to put them together. Host code for this month, for December and January. This is the host code. And also, we may make the quarterly goal that I set for myself. And if we do, I'm going to give away a mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Oh my gosh, time is ticking away, but we can do it. Okay, and then finally, don't forget, when you are shopping, whether you're a demonstrator or a customer, please don't forget these beautiful products. We have Sweet Strawberry and the Punch for about $32.50, I believe, in the catalog. Then, once you purchase that, you put some other things together, all of a sudden you have a $100 order. That's how easy it happens. And when you have a $100 order, then you can choose a full package of this regular or of this DSP plus Berry Blessings. These come together. And then with those products, I made these 2 cards. And I mean, this is just barely getting started. And then also, these are stitched with whimsy. And again, it's a set of dies. that show up in the annual catalog. I'm going to tell you what page it is. No. They show up in the holiday catalog, and January to June. And they are bundled with a very cute set of wiener dogs, which I definitely think Megan needs. And I think she said, it was Megan or someone else that said she missed them. So that's why I'm going to tell you what page they're on. I don't like missing things. I go through this catalog with a fine-tooth comb, right? I look at it at night when I'm finished with lives and card making and all that stuff. I look at it at night, and then I dream about it at night. Oh gosh, you guys are so fun. Thank you for a beautiful year. It's just been something else, hasn't it? But our stamping has been beautiful. I can tell you that. Our year of crafty friendship has been beautiful. And oh my gosh, I don't know if there's ever been so much hope. Not in my lifetime anyway. So much hope going forward into the 2021, right? Oh, we've got to do it. All right, where is that? I'm so sorry. 1 minute. I swear I'll find it. There it is. Hot dog stamp set, page 72. Oh my gosh, I was on page 74. How embarrassing. Oh, you know what? My bad. Is it a bundle? It's not a bundle, you guys. I apologize. But it's on page 72 with the hot dog stamps. These cards are so cute. They say bonjour, bonjour. Hot dog, it's your birthday. So anyway, they'll go with anything, though. So again, thanks a million, ladies. I will see you later. Happy New Year. Oh my gosh, Happy New Year. Yay.